Hello everyone, welcome to Carnivorous Plant Hub. Today I'm going to be bringing you a video all about propagating these pinguicula. These are my beautiful pinguicula plants, and they're also known as Mexican Butterworts. And today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I propagate these from leaf pullings. From these leaves right here, we're going to pull them out. We're going to propagate some of them. I'm going to show you my process and how I do that. And then if you subscribe to the channel, we will be bringing you an update here in the next 30 days or so and showing you exactly how these leaf pullings are doing, so I can show you my results. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. That stuff really helps me out. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You may or may not know, but if you're new to my channel, I'm trying to open my own carnivorous plant nursery, and everything that I'm doing here in these videos is sort of honing my skills and prepping me for that time. So thanks so much for being here. Let's go ahead. And I actually just recently separated these from the main, this was the main plant here, and then, or I think this was the main plant here, and then I separated it and I divided it into these two. That's why they're kind of ragtag looking right now. If you guys want to see that video, not only is it a separation video, but it's also care tips, showing you exactly how I care for these. So go check out that video. I actually just published that one here a few days ago, so go check that out. And we're going to be doing some leaf pullings that I pulled while I separated them. When you're separating these and repotting them, it's actually the best time to get leaf pullings. So it's easier to pull them off than it is to pull them straight from the plant while the plant is still in the pot. Although you can definitely do that, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But I'm also going to show you some of the leaf pullings that I got from separating these. There was actually, you can see this one right here has a chunk that fell out right there, that piece. Because they're really delicate, so when you're separating these, they can fall apart a little bit. So we're actually going to be using that piece that fell out right there as the primary part of my propagation. But if you were just pulling leaves, you can just kind of pull leaves randomly, like I'm going to do from this plant here, from around the plant, so it doesn't make any big holes or make it look too ragtag like that one kind of looks right now. So, but let's go ahead. I'm going to get this on a tripod, and I'm going to show you the pullings, and I'm going to show you my process so that we can duplicate these Mexican Butterworts for you guys. Okay, like I was saying earlier, the best time to get leaf pullings is definitely when you're repotting these. So you already have the plant pulled out. It's easier to just kind of pull it out while the plant's removed from the pot. But if you do have your plant still in the pot like this one here, and you want to do a leaf pulling, it's pretty straightforward. It really is quite literally just pulling the leaf. I try to pull leaves that are closer to the bottom because I just don't like the way it looks when they're pulled from the top. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one right here for you so you can kind of see. It is a little tricky because they do have a little bit of this goop on them, which is primarily how they catch insects. But you can see, there we go. So you just pull it off just like that, and then you're basically ready to stick this on the napkin, which I'm going to show you here in just a second, and you can go ahead and start propagating. Now I'm only going to pull one from this plant. I'm only going to show you one example because I already have several propagations here, or I'm sorry, several leaf pullings that I'm going to be using to propagate. I'll pull them in a frame here. You can see I just did a repotting, so you can see I already have kind of a lot here. So I'm going to show you my process for getting these onto a wet napkin and into a container so that we can start propagating them. Okay, so once you've pulled your leaves from the plants that you're going to pull them from, or once you've kind of separated out the leaves that you want to use to propagate with, basically you just want something. You can use like a Tupperware or a bowl or something that basically you can put them down inside of and that you can cover so that you can keep humidity in. So basically what I have here is this is basically, I think this is just like a rotisserie chicken lid or some type of deli item lid. So you can use, something official that you have in your kitchen, or you can use something that you're going to throw away. I always keep these rotisserie chicken lids because I always know that I'm going to need them for something, and I think it'll work perfect for propagating. So now I'm going to take my core gear mister here. I love my core gear mister, and I'm going to actually wet down the paper towel here. You don't want it to be like puddled up in there wet, but you do want it to be nice and soaked for when you put the leaf cuttings in, or the leaf pullings in here, so that they can absorb some of this water, and that's going to be kind of what they use to sort of live on. So once you do that, you basically just grab your leaves that you've pulled and you put them down in here, like so. You just want to try to make sure that as much of the leaf is in contact with the paper towel as possible. You can see here's a couple here. I'm actually going to leave these two sort of attached. You can see these ones have a little root system that actually might help them propagate a little bit better having the roots attached still. And you can see here, I'm not sure how this one is going to do, but I'm going to give it a shot. You can see I have this here. This is a little bundle that came off when I was separating. So I don't know how these little leaves are going to do. I've never tried leaves this little. I typically will pull off bigger leaves than that. So let's just see sort of what happens here with some of these littler leaves. I don't know if like one this little is going to actually do anything, but I would rather try it since I have the room rather than just wasting it, because you never know, right? So I'm going to pull these two, separate these two here. Uh-oh, that one broke. That might not do anything, we'll see. It's exposed, so we'll see if it does anything. And then this one here, I'm going to pull off this little bundle. I'm going to actually leave that little bundle attached. Separate these two. One there. One there. Okay, then I have a couple more. Not really sure what these little bundles are going to do. But that I'm not sure of. I'm pretty confident in these ones, these bigger ones. These little lighter ones here might not do as well because they're a little more closer to the not being a round side. So I did want to mention the lighting. So what I'm going to do is you can actually go ahead and just put this back in the windowsill, and that should be enough light. It will more than likely propagate, and you'll probably have some take root. However, if you want to increase your chances of getting more hits on these propagations, you want to put them under a nice strong grow light. So I will be putting these under my Core grow light just to kind of help give them a little boost. I do think that the grow lights are better for propagation rather than just the natural light, especially if you're at a windowsill, since that light isn't very powerful. So I will be putting these, I will be covering this with the saran wrap and then putting this under my Core grow light, 1000 watt grow light, and see if we can get these to root up. But yeah, so there's my pullings. I'm gonna go ahead and give them just one more quick spray here. Just a quick mist with my Core gear, so they have a little more water on them. And then I'm going to actually cover this with like plastic saran wrap if you have a piece of Tupperware that has a lid. And this usually takes about 30 days for these to really start to root and propagate. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, all that stuff helps me out a lot. If you subscribe to the channel, I am going to be updating you on these here in the next 30 days to see if I have any new plant startings, and we're hoping that we can get some new plants started with these. But yeah, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get that update, and I will definitely catch you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.